Hello everybody and welcome to another video about the Vincent Evolution tree hand. The video of today will be built up in two parts. First part I will shortly explain how the prosthesis and how the hand works, how it's powered and that kind of stuff. And in the second part I will also shortly speak about the pros and the cons about the Vincent Evolution tree hand. So first part, of which I got quite some questions, is how does it work? So actually you have three main parts in the Vincent Evolution prosthesis. First part is what they call the liner. The liner is like a silicone sock that is put over the stump and which is airtight, so there's no air inside. Then the second important part, of course, is the tube. This one is made out of glass fiber, that's why it's so light. And then, of course, we have the main part, which is the Vincent hand as such. So, as you can see, in this tube here, you have like a magnetic part, and at the other side as well. And these are electrodes. And these electrodes, when I put on the tube, they touch this part of the skin under which we have two muscles. This one is the flexor muscle and the other one is the muscle to bend the hand. I don't remember the name. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to insert this into the tube. You see in the bottom you have this hole where this pin will go in and you will hear tick, tick, tick. So it slides in the tube, so it's fixed. So now it's fixed. If I want to untie it, there's a button here to release the pin. Also here you see at the end of the tube, there's a rotating system that makes it possible for me to rotate the hand. So now how do we fix the hand? We just push it on and I hear this small click, so it means that it's tight at the end of the tube, which is very important because otherwise if the hand falls or drops out of the tube, that wouldn't be funny, of course. So now there's also a little button to on and off. So when I put it on, you see this light is blinking and there's also a little light blinking on top of the hand. So the hand is ready to go. I cheated just a little bit because the muscles, they need to take the same temperature as the electrodes. So that's why I have put it on a bit before. So for all the different moves with the hand, I need to give different muscle contractions. So if I want to close the hand slowly, I will use the muscle that you use to bend your hand inwards. So then I will give a slow signal. And I can close it really slow. If I want to open it, I will use the top muscle, which you use if you would flex the hand. So that is a slow muscle contraction that you keep on going until the hand is where you want it to be. If I want to rotate, then I'll give a strong impulse first, like a high peak, and then I keep this peak going to make the hand rotating. If I want to rotate this way, I use the upper muscle, this one. If I want to rotate the other way, I use the bottom muscle. Okay. Then there's also another function which they call a double peak impulse. So that is when with the top muscle you give, they call it an open signal. You give two open signals very shortly, the one after each other, and with a certain strength, so then you can change grip. So if I would try to do it now, what should happen is that the thumb changes position. So I'm gonna try it if it works. So you see it works. If I want to have the thumb back in the original position, I give a double peak again and I have the thumb in the original position. With this hand I can also adjust the angle of the wrist. For example, if I want to take something in a certain angle, or if I want to work on the computer, So then I can put it in this angle. So that's the nice part about this hand. Of course, there's no secret about it. It takes a lot of muscle training, and you need to learn the schematics by heart. So what do I need to do for which grip, which muscle impulse? So to make a long story short, the hand is controlled by muscle contractions, flexor and the other one to close the hand, and you need to follow a certain algorithm. And of course it looks easy, but it takes a lot of, as I just said, training, occupational therapy to get everything under control. So this was the part about how the hand functions, more or less. In the second part, I shortly want to talk about the pros and the cons from the Vincent hand. For me, one of the big advantages is the sensitivity of the power you can give to the fingers. So what I mean by that is that you can really go really soft and slow if you want to take something. So for instance, I have some eggs here. So the big advantage, I'm gonna try to grab this one. So I also can adjust the angle of the wrist. Put it like this so everybody can see it. I'm gonna go for this one. I can go really slowly. Pick it up and just loosen it. I'm gonna put it back and let it go. So this is something I was not able to do with other hands. So here is a video of another hand. So as you can see, that was quite a fail, but that's what trying out is all about. Disadvantage for me for the Vincent hand is the strength of the finger grips. So for instance, if I take this piece of paper, if it's not too slippery, it holds pretty tight because there's it's like a kind of rubber, so it prevents from sliding in between the hands. But compared to other prostheses I tried out, this is not so powerful. So there you need to make a choice. What do you want? Do you want more like this sensitivity or possibility to control the speed of opening and closing and the sensitivity, or do you really want to have power? So I chose for sensitivity because I'm a sensible guy, and that's also why I ordered an extra hook which I can put on the tube. So that one I will be able to use for if I want to work in the garden or do some stuff in the kitchen. So that's more or less what the pros and cons are for me for the Vincent hand. Until now I'm really happy about it. It really works very well. I don't train too much with it in order not to over demand the muscles, because at the end of the day it's always only those two muscles working, while in a healthy hand you have all the muscles in the forearm that work. So that was the video for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for other videos, for other challenges, and hope to see you soon again. And don't forget, if you like this video, subscribe. Bye bye.